This is like my 10th time recording this, so if this doesn't go well, I think I'm actually gonna cry. Hi everyone, Miss Meggiecat here, and today I'm going to talk about a subject that I've wanted to talk about for a while now, and that is the struggles of starting a Let's Play channel. Oh my god, I always feel so awkward making these vlogs because I don't know how to start them. So I can imagine that most people, when they want to start a Let's Play channel like myself, you know, you've been watching another Let's Player, say like PewDiePie or maybe even like Ninja or someone like that. And you think to yourself, oh, you know what, I think I'd like to do that. I think I'd like to make some gaming videos and, you know, share my love of gaming for the world. And then you jump into it and you realise that actually it's not as easy as the big famous YouTubers make it out to be. So today I've got my notes with me and I'm going to open up and tell you guys my 7 struggles of becoming a new Let's Player. I could say that a lot better. Today I'm going to be opening up and tell you guys my 7 struggles of starting a Let's Play channel, and hopefully you guys will be able to relate to it, because I haven't seen any videos of this kind on YouTube, so fingers crossed. I'm going to prop my little book up here. So struggle number 1 is when your recording software does not want to work when you're planning to record a video. This has happened to me so many times that it's not even funny. Part of the reason why I actually quit YouTube for a while was because my recording software they just didn't want to work, and it just messed everything up, and it was just hell. So for example, very recently I wanted to do some recording. I wanted to record the latest Far Cry game, Far Cry New Dawn. Thought it'd be an awesome little video to make. And my usual, very reliable recording software decided that as soon as I started recording, that it was going to make my game drop in FPS, it was going to make the sound lag, it was going to make everything lag, there was just going to be glitches everywhere. It was great fun. And it's very disheartening when you've been planning all day, especially if you don't have a lot of free time. Like myself, I'm spending most of my time working at my job, so whenever I get the opportunity to record, it's like, right, I need to do it now, I need to do it now. So it's very frustrating when you go to record something and then your recording software just decides to go, nope. But oh, I have message. Why do people message me when I'm trying to do these videos? So yeah, it can be very, very disheartening when you put you make time to start recording and then it just goes to shit. I myself have had many a temper tantrum over the fact that I've not been able to record. It's great fun. So struggle number 2 is rendering problems. Now there's a whole different bunch of rendering softwares out there. I myself personally, I use Sony Vegas Pro 14. I've used Sony Vegas for a long time, so it's what I'm most familiar with. However, when I decided to start doing Let's Plays, it was a big step up from what I've been doing before, which was mostly just like picture and video slideshows, like nothing too amazing. But when I decided to start doing Let's Plays, I thought, right, okay, this will be easy. You know, you put the clips together and you put the microphone sound in together, put the webcam over it. It'll be absolutely fine. No, it's not absolutely fine. First thing is you have to try and find the right settings to render it in. And if, like me, my computer sometimes takes a long time to render. You see, I've not got this super souped up computer like a lot of these big YouTubers have. Like, if you go onto any kind of forum and you say, why is this not working? And they'll say to you, oh, well, you haven't got this thing, so, you know, sucks to be you. So it sucks when like you're trying to find these right settings and you can't do it. And if like my computer is very slow with rendering, if I render anything over half an hour, it takes a good 8 hours. Luckily, when I render things that are about half an hour, it only takes about 4-5 hours maybe. But it's very frustrating when you've been rendering for that amount of time and it comes out the other end looking like dog shit. It's very annoying because, you know, you've worked hard on editing, you've worked hard on rendering, and then it just comes out and it's like oh, okay. So you have to try and find the right settings, and it took me a long time because I know that the footage I record can go up to 1080p. So when I was trying to like find the right settings for that, it was just so touch and go. You have to find like the correct frame rate. You have to find the correct dimensions for the video. I'm trying to talk technical. I don't know technical shit. But you know, after a while you slowly find what you need to be doing, and it took me a long time to find the correct rendering settings, and luckily now I found the right settings that don't make my videos look like dog shit. So well, at least I hope not anyway. I think my videos look kind of alright. I mean, for what I've got, for what equipment I've got, I think my videos look okay. They're not like full HD, like 60 FPS amazingness, but they're watchable. Compared to like my very first videos, my newest ones are a lot better. Okay, so struggle number 3 for me is feeling shy in front of the camera. I've mentioned this before. If any of you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've mentioned this before, but I actually get quite nervous in front of the camera. I get quite shy. I feel quite awkward. I feel quite self-conscious because of the way I act, because of the way I talk, because of the way I laugh. So I always try and laugh and joke on these videos, but on the inside I watch it back and I can just feel myself cringing. So that is a massive struggle when you want to be a Let's Player, because you see all these like big charismatic YouTubers and you think, oh, that's easy, I can do that, and then you look back and you're like, oh, they're cooler than me. I've always felt a little bit dorky on YouTube, a bit cringy, a bit I can just see myself being in like a cringe/fail compilation. I'm like betting money on it. So it's awkward when like you feel like you're not presenting yourself correctly in front of the camera, especially if say your camera and your microphone glitch a little bit. Like I know back in the day my webcam used to freeze a lot, so in the videos it would just keep freezing, and so there would just be like still shots of me like reacting to something instead of like a performance like now. It's especially prominent in I was rewatching some of my videos for science, and one of the videos, one of the game series that it used to do that on was My Life is Strange Before the Storm Let's Play. Well, not the main game, but like the farewell episode, the bonus episode, and also Portal 2 it used to do that on, and it was so annoying because it was like I'm watching it back and it just looks so amateurish, it just looks so cringe, and I'm just like, oh, this is why no one likes me. So yeah, it can be quite disheartening as well if maybe you don't feel completely comfortable in front of the camera, and if your webcam decides to fuck up a little bit, it just makes you feel a bit more self-conscious, especially makes me feel self-conscious, and it's like, I don't like it. So struggle number 4, I've kind of touched upon this before, is finding the time to record. If you're on borrowed time, it can be really annoying when you're trying to record and then it fucks up and then you got nothing. I find this very frustrating. If I've got a day off work, like today, and I'm like, right, I'm gonna sit and do some recording, and then suddenly I'm just like, nothing's working. Or if, for example, you're having a bit of an off day. If you're having an off day and you're not feeling up to recording, and then you're like, I'm a failure, I haven't recorded anything, my YouTube's been empty for months now. That can be annoying as well. I find that annoying. I find it really annoying if I know I haven't uploaded something for a while. Hence why I try to upload more now, which is fantastic. I want to be more active on YouTube, but you know, it's inevitable. Some days you will just not feel like doing recording, and if you try and force yourself, you end up with a performance, as I like to call it, it's not up to par with the rest of your videos. A good example of this actually is one of my Limbo Let's Plays. You have to forgive me, I can't remember which episode it is. I believe it's episode 4 or 5, and in the video you can tell that I hadn't been feeling myself. We'd had some problems, and I wasn't feeling recording, but I was like, I've got a day off, I've got to record, I've not done a recording in ages. and you can just see on my face that the whole Let's Play I'm just like miserable, really not feeling up to recording. I was getting really frustrated, not frustrating. I was getting really frustrated as well, and you can tell. And there were several moments in the Let's Play that obviously didn't go into the video where I paused the game and I was like, I want to quit, I don't want to do this today. And I was like, no, I want to finish the episode and then just call it a day. But I mean, that can be very annoying when you're just not feeling it, and you're like, but I need to record, and then you just guilt trip yourself because you don't record. I hope no one else feels that way. I hope that's just me. Next page. Okay, so struggle number 5 is trying to get into streaming. So as you guys may or may not know, I did make a video ages ago. I recently decided to try streaming on Twitch because I've wanted to do video game streaming for ages now. But it's been a struggle. It has been a massive struggle, and it's been hard, if I'm honest. Twitch isn't easy, and I jumped in with the presumption that it was quite easy. It's not easy. For starters, there's trying to find the correct streaming software that works with your computer and works with the games you want to play, and then you have to try and find the correct settings to work with your computer, and the worst part is when you've worked so hard to try and get all this software and get it all ready, and then you go to stream and you find out that your streaming software and your computer, they don't gel, and it just all goes to shit. It's sad because like your PC can't handle it, and then you're like, well, everyone else can do it, why can't I do it? And then you're like, well, now I've got to like soup my PC up so I can keep up with everyone else, because if I don't keep up with everyone else, no one's gonna watch me. That necessarily isn't true. You will find people that will enjoy your content, whether it's amazing quality or not. No, it kind of sucks when you feel like you can't keep up with everyone else, because then you're like, I never did YouTube for the views, I always did it for fun, but I always found it a little bit upsetting, like if I'd worked so hard editing on something and working on something, and then you're like, 1 view. I wish I was lying. A couple of my videos have been like, not even 10 views, and it's like, oh, okay. It can feel disheartening when you've worked so hard on stuff like that, and you're like, well, no one wants to watch it, and you're like, great, I'm a loser. So struggle number 6 is, this is more personal to me, I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but feeling like a pest for constantly asking for help. So I'm part of a few Discord servers where there are a lot of gamers, and some of them are streamers, some of them are Let's Players, and it can be annoying when you constantly have to go and ask them for help. I have a very good friend, I've talked about them before, my friends Tom and Levi, they have their own Let's Play channel. I've messaged them a lot of the time, just like, right, my computer's just not working, I can't record this, I can't do this, I can't do that, and they've sat down with me and they've been like, right, you need to do this, and you're like, oh great, it's working, oh no it's not. And you feel bad for constantly having to go back and being like, help. I know I certainly do. I hope no one else feels the same way as I'm feeling. I know I'm making this video to kind of like see if anyone else can relate to this, but at the same time I'm kind of like, I really hope no one feels as shit as I do when it comes to this kind of stuff. So yeah, that can weigh a lot if you're like, if you feel like you're constantly pestering people for help, and you feel like I'm not good enough to do this on my own. I know I certainly do some days. It leads actually quite nicely into my 7th struggle, and this is where it's going to be quite sad. My 7th struggle is comparing yourself to others, comparing your channel versus channels that have been doing this shit for a lot longer than you have, that are a lot more successful, that have worked just as hard as you did one day. And it's hard because you don't want to compare, but you can't help but compare. I do this a lot myself. I look at some people's channels, small channels like mine and more successful channels, and I think to myself, how the hell did they get so lucky that everything's worked for them? Why can't I be like that? And why can't my stuff work that way? And it ends up building up in your mind, and you're like, well, maybe I should just quit YouTube. Maybe I'm just not good enough. Is it really worth this stress? Obviously, this is a very bad mindset to have. Comparing yourself to others is not good, especially on YouTube, because YouTube should never be about it should never be about comparing yourself to others and trying to get the best views, trying to get the most comments, trying to get the most likes, stuff like that. It's all crap. YouTube should be done for fun. I know there are a lot of people out there that do YouTube for business, but when you're a small YouTuber, it should just be about doing it because you love it, doing it because you're passionate about it. And it's sad when that passion starts to go away and you start to compare yourself and you start to think to yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not ever going to be as good enough, and maybe it'd be better off if I left. It weighs heavy on your mind and it sucks, and it leads nicely into the previous point where if you then vent about this kind of stuff, you kind of feel like you're just pestering everyone. I know I certainly have. The amount of times I've said to people, I'm quitting, I'm done doing YouTube, and they're like, what? But your videos are fine, what's going on? And you're just like, I'm not good enough, and it just it sucks, because you don't want to feel that way. You don't want it to feel like a chore. You want it to be fun, which is what YouTube should be. You guys will remember that I took a very, very long break from YouTube because of this precise reason. Things kept mucking up and I just kept getting upset, and I just kept thinking like I'm not good enough. So I decided to take a very long break, as advised by my friends, my boyfriend. And it worked. It made me realise that YouTube shouldn't be a chore. I'm doing YouTube because I love it. I'm doing it because I like creating. I like editing Let's Play videos. I like looking back on them and remembering how I felt when I recorded them. I like laughing back on those memories. And that's what YouTube should be for everyone. And it's sad that there are so many struggles of starting up your own Let's Play channel, because one of the main reasons being because you are comparing yourself to others and you want to be as good as everyone else. It's sad that that's what it comes to. So I guess this video has been a little bit random. It's been very word vomit, like just kind of talking to the camera. I apologise if my points aren't very coherent. I think this is more of a talking feelings vlog, but I wanted to share some stuff that I struggled with YouTube, and then if anyone can relate to it, then that's just an added bonus. I guess like my main advice for YouTube in general, and if you are struggling to start your own Let's Play channel or your own vlog channel or your own beauty channel or your own cooking, ASMR, anything, just know that it's okay to have down days, and it's okay to have moments where you don't feel good enough. But the main importance is that you don't dwell on these bad feelings, is that you pick yourself up and you go, it's okay, we'll just try again another day. YouTube should not be a chore. It should not be a chore. You should be doing YouTube because you love it. You shouldn't be doing it just to try and get famous. You shouldn't be doing it just to get tons of views. You shouldn't be doing it just because you want loads and loads of likes and you want to be really, really popular. You should do YouTube because you enjoy it. You want to do it because you enjoy creating content. And I know it took me a long time to see that. It did. I initially jumped in because I was like, well, I'll get popular and I'm going to get tons of views. And I'm ashamed to say that I felt that way. I really am. It embarrasses me. It makes me feel upset that I felt that way. But it's okay. You know, you grow up and you realise that actually you look at it from a new perspective, not specific. That was going so well until my fucking I forgot what I was saying. I guess what I'm trying to say in my own strange, awkward, Meggiecat roundabout way is that if you really enjoy doing YouTube and you have struggles, the best thing you can do, acknowledge them and push past them. And it will all be okay. Just keep doing what you love. Keep doing what makes you happy. Don't do it for views. Don't do it for likes. Don't do it for comments. Don't do it for subscribers. Just do it because you love it. and if people want to like, subscribe and follow you, then that's fantastic. Like, it should never be about being the best. It should just be about being happy and doing something that you love. Wow, that was like a really mushy end, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Okay, so I think that's going to be about enough for this vlog now, because the awkwardness is kind of like seeping in. I'm just a bit like, maybe I should stop word vomiting everywhere. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I apologise if it sounds a little bit random, a little bit scattered, and if it sounds like I'm trying too hard. I promise that's not the intention. If you did enjoy it, then make sure to like and subscribe if you would like to, and I shall see you again soon. Take care. Bye.